Okay, you may remember in the last tutorial I promised to show you how to be lazy. I'm not sure you guys really understand what I mean by that. What I find repeatedly is that you guys create extra work for yourself for no reason whatsoever. I'm going to suggest that if you pay attention, you can save yourself some work. If you don't pay attention, you're going to wind up putting in a whole lot of extra work with probably the same result, but why kill yourself? You got other things to do. There's TV to watch and video games to play. All right, so let me show you what we're going to do. I am going to pick up all of the best images that I can find very quickly. I'm not going to spend a ton of time looking, so I'm just going to go into the kids folders and I'm just going to pick some different images. Now, there is one thing I want to show you. Now, this is, for instance, Rory's web page. If she's been doing what I think she has, yes, you notice how she's been going through and posting all her work in progress to the web? There you go. You can see all the work that she's been putting up there, and you can see the glamour photos and the different photographs that she's taken. Her work is all in one place, all right, because she's been repeatedly posting her work to the web page. I'm going to pick some images of hers that I like. This clipping mask one I like. So I'm going to go Save Picture As, and I'm going to put it into a folder called Best Images that I've created, and I want to truly be lazy. Now, Vector Child is a beautiful name, but it's a lot of letters to type. I'm just going to be lazy, and I'm going to call this image number 1 and hit save. All right, and the reason I'm doing that is so that I don't have to type out all that crap. Oh, here's a really nice animated GIF. I'm going to go Save Picture As. I'm going to call this image number 2. Save. Very good. Oh, here's another. Let's go. Let's move on. I don't want to make it the all Rory McCann show, so I'm just going to go through, look at a couple others. I like this picture of this guy, so I'm going to save this one, save picture as, and we're going to call this picture number 3.gif. All right, there we go. All right, now let's go back to participants, and we'll pick one more guy. We'll go with Jake, and we're going to go forum posts, and that's the way it's done. Now, if you guys, whoa, this one's cool. Save picture as. We're going to call this, I believe this is number 4. Save. I like that one. Let's see what else we got that's kind of cool. All right, you notice I'm looking at all JPEGs and GIFs and stuff like that. Let's see if we can find. I actually think this collage is actually kind of cool. I'm going to save that collage. Save picture as, and this one's now 5. And I'm not going to bore you by doing this a million times, okay? I'm just going to grab a few select images so you can see. I would suggest that you pick your very best images. This guy's freaking me out right here, so I'm going to save him. Save picture as 5. 6, I'm sorry. So you notice numbers are about the simplest possible things you could do. Now, if you haven't been posting things, you're going to have to dig through all your folders, find all your JPEGs and GIFs, find the best ones that you like, and you're going to have to load them into your web page. All right, now, that is one thing, okay? But the next part is the part where you're truly, truly going to show yourself to be lazy. All right, and most of you probably already know what I'm talking about. We're going to open up Photoshop, and we're going to do a batch web page. Okay, Photoshop, boom, and we're going to create a batch web page. Okay, so I've opened up Photoshop, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down File, Automate, and what I want to do, you may not have noticed this, but remember your images, you made them like 640 by 480. You made some pretty large images. They're all sorts of various images. You want those images to all fit nice and neatly together. Now, one of the things you could do is you could open up each image, and then you could downsize it so they're all the same height, and then you could save it, and then you could make little thumbnails, downsize again, make little thumbnails, save them again. That's something you could do, and that's what I used to have to do way back in the old days when we didn't have, this very cool feature. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a web photo gallery, and I am just going to pick a simple, basic web photo gallery. All right. I'm not going to put any of the other information because I'm not using this web gallery. All I'm going to do is use this to resize my images. So I'm going to go source images. I'm going to go browse. I'm going to go into my desktop, and I'm going to take best images. Say OK. And my destination folder is going to be on my desktop. And I'm going to create a new folder, and I'm going to call destination. Doesn't matter because I'm not going to be actually using the web page. All right, so I've got those two things. And if I go to the options, I can also play around with the features of the larger images. Okay, so I want my images to be resize the images, medium. Let's see, constrain. Okay, that doesn't actually tell you how big that is. Okay, I'm thinking 350. Keep in mind that your smallest screen will be 640 screens, so that'll be about halfway across the screen. That's actually not too bad. All right, so those are the large images. You notice they have no border. Okay, you can depend on how you can decide what good quality you want. All right, for my thumbnails, I want my thumbnails to be fairly small. 75 pixels is actually pretty small. I think I might go a little bit bigger than that, maybe 100 pixels. Okay? Now all I have to do is go OK, and you're going to notice this popping. It's when it starts doing this, you notice these things popping up and closing. Should happen 6 times because I have like 6 images. And it pops up this new window, and when I click on it, the window changes. Now one of the things you may notice is I've lost that really nice animated GIF feature. The reason it does that is because it's converting that into a JPEG. I'll show you how to put that back in later. Okay? But we've created our images. That's it for today. We've done that. I'm going to show you in the next tutorial how to put those images into your web page.